Bueno chicos, estamos muy felices porque hoy ya tenemos a la estrella del Trome, a la estrella también de RPP, porque ahora estamos ya monopolizando. Se trata de Asia Amore, una streamer bastante conocida por muchos peruanos y también del mundo. Hi Asia, how are you?
Great. How are you doing?
Fine. My first question, Asia, is what happened with James Harden? You were challenged to make the ice bucket challenge. Are you gonna do it?
Oh, yes, the Ice Bucket Challenge. Well, my understanding is that's for a charity for ALS, so a really great cause. And I do know James. We've played a lot of Dota together, and he challenged me to pour a giant bucket of ice on my head for charity, for a good cause. So why not? I'm probably going to do it tomorrow morning with my sister.
That's gonna
It's
be
already raining
funny.
outside, so it seems like it's, I don't know, not a
Well,
good time to do it because I'll already get wet.
yes, you're in on the northern hemisphere, so it's very cold already.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be very funny. Okay, yes, what can you tell me about streaming and streaming as a girl that something wasn't very popular now is becoming I don't want to say normal but usual.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like streaming is such an up and coming thing, and it's just such a new way for gamers to socialize. So when I found it, for me personally, I started streaming about a year and a little bit ago. And like I was always into PC gaming, very, very into computer games. I played a lot of different games like Warcraft, a lot of strategy games. So some of my friends that I played Dota with, and I play Dota pretty much like every day. I've been addicted to Dota for quite a while now. Had mentioned they're like, why don't you just try streaming? And yeah, I gave it a try. It was really neat because I got to meet some people I actually made really good friends with. It's just a really neat environment to be involved with. I mean, there's also some negatives that come along with it, but I think in the overall, for me, it's been a really positive experience.
So who introduced you to Dota 2?
I actually started playing Dota back in Dota 1 when it was a Warcraft 3 custom game.
Hmm.
I was, yeah, really into Warcraft 3 and Frozen Throne. I played a lot of ranked ladder. And from there, I started playing some custom games, and Dota was it became one of my favorite games. So I played it all throughout Dota 1. And then when Dota 2 came out, naturally I wanted to try it. And then there were so many kind of like improvements to the game that I just stuck with it. There's no going back.
Hmm. And you are a very good player yourself. You have a very high MMR, well, at least decent, because people think that everyone has to be, 6K, 7K. You are 4.5? What's your MMR right
I
now?
have 4.3 solo, and I just got 5K yesterday in parties ranked. So I've been working on it a lot. Like as a Dota player, I used to play really like not seriously at all, just kind of for fun. I really didn't know what was going on.
Hmm.
Just kind of like ran around hitting things. I played a lot of sniper and a lot of like bloodseeker. But recently, maybe like 8 months ago, I started playing with some friends who were pretty good at the game, and they just started like teaching me and a lot of things that I didn't know were even important, and it kind of blew my mind. I was like, I've been playing Dota for so long, and I didn't realize how important last hitting was. Like, obviously, a huge fundamental of the game, but so I've been taking Dota a lot more seriously, trying to learn. I do a lot of 1v1s with my friends, improve at different positions, and with mid, learning new mid heroes. I actually had the opportunity to play for a all-girls team back in the winter,
Hmm.
which was a pretty fun experience. It wasn't like super competitive or anything, but we did attend some lands. I actually came first place at one of my first lands I went to. I was playing with the team formerly known as Chibiusa.
Oh,
Uh,
Chiviyusa. It's very known.
they've disbanded since then. They're now Team Helios.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, they did have a girls roster, and I did have a chance to play with their guys roster too. So yeah, that's when I really started taking Dota a lot more seriously and trying to work on my mechanics and work as like a mid player because when I was playing on the team, I was actually playing mid position, which I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like it's one of the most difficult roles, and that's why I really wanted to take it on. I feel like there's so much uh, to learn, and there's so much mid and early game control that you have. There's a lot of pressure, but I mean, at the same time, I kind of really like challenges, so I was really up for that.
What do you think about girls making a stand in competitive gaming? Do you think that they should compete in different tourneys, or they have to compete with men alike?
See, I see a lot of different sides to the kind of like debate about like girls being segregated and like obviously, we're all gamers. We all want to play together. But at the same time, I have seen a lot of sides of the Dota community that can be very inhospitable to women. I mean, not all people, obviously, but sometimes it is a little bit daunting, especially when you're a girl and you're trying to be taken seriously and you just use your microphone and people go off on you just because you happen to be female. So I can sympathize with that from a respect, it kind of being a little bit limiting in a way to you wanting to improve as a player. And I think there's definitely a lot that we can do and grow as a community to make the esport more welcoming to girls. So in a way, I mean, the all-girl Dota tournaments, sure, why not? If you want to do that, go for it. I don't think it's a requirement by any means. I think girls should be able to have the freedom to choose if they want to play on an all-girl team, on a mixed guy-girl team. I don't think it should necessarily matter as long as the player is confident and enjoys playing with the team that they're arranged with.
Okay, what does your family say about your streaming career, about you playing Dota?
Well, at first it was a little rocky. I was waitressing for about like 2 years before that, and just out of nowhere, my restaurant, with really not any prior notice, just kind of closed on us. Everyone that I worked with for that while was out of a job, and I had already been streaming for about like 6 months, and I took it kind of in a way as like a sort of weird sign from the universe, like maybe I can just kind of go with this and see what I can do with streaming. And I have seen a lot of streamers that have had a lot of growth and who get to a point where they can actually stream as a source of income, as a job. And that was really exciting for me because being a gamer and playing so much Dota, something that I enjoy, it was like, wow, like can't go wrong with that. So I actually, right after I was laid off from that job, I started streaming like every day. And then I started eventually I did like a 30-day stream challenge in, I think May, which is when I really started taking streaming very seriously. And I was streaming pretty much every single day for anywhere from like 6 to like 12 hours. But having that consistency is what really allows you to grow as a streamer and get a very concurrent viewer base. So I was very fortunate, I guess, to have been one of the streamers who had been around for a while, I guess, in a sense. Not that long, like a year and a bit, but as far as Dota goes, that is, I guess, somewhat substantial. So yeah, I just kind of went with it and taking every day a step at a time, see where it can get me.
And you have also Peruvian friends. What can you say about Andre, Smash? Asa thought is Mexican, but he's kind of Peruvian, like you.
They're so wonderful. I got to meet Andre and Azathoth at the International. We had been friends before that, just talking online, playing games, friendly 1v1 matches and stuff. I would watch their streams a lot, and I really respect them as casters. I think Andre and Azathoth did an amazing job at the International. I got to hang out with them there. We went out drinking one night. We had a lot of fun, and they're just really like laid back, funny, charismatic, wonderful guys. So it's really a pleasure meeting them there. And Smash, I don't know as much. I have him on my Steam's friends list. We talk sometimes. We had played some games and some 1v1s before, but Yeah, I also know I've been meeting a lot of people from Peru, which is really nice and kind of opening me up to different cultural aspects. And I started trying to learn Spanish.
How's
Estoy
that going?
aprendiendo español.
Okay.
It's coming along very slowly. I'm using a lot of Google Translate, but it's sticking slowly.
Step by step, we can say that.
Exactly.
Uh, and what about, you said that there were negative sides of being a streamer. Can you tell us about that?
For the most part, I think it's mostly there's a little bit of a culture, obviously, online, just that women kind of have to put up with, and it's under a lot of debate, and I feel like it's something that's not really talked about a lot, but I mean, I do experience a lot of harassment, and it's something that as a streamer, I've kind of had to come to the realization that this is part of what I do. This is how people are, unfortunately, as much as we would not like them to. Um, and really, the only way to deal with kind of like the sexual harassment or any like malicious comments is just ignoring it. You can't. It's just part of the job. Go about your day, and it was kind of hard for me at first too because I am a little bit of a sensitive person, but I've definitely developed very tough skin since I started streaming.
Okay. Many, I'm sure, are from Peru. Maybe teenagers that really don't know what they're saying, so excuse us, please. But it's part of everything, like you said. And what are your plans right now? You went to TI3 and you are a cosplayer as well.
Hmm. Yeah, it was really great going to the international. I was so blessed. I got support from my channel to be able to go. It was a really great opportunity. I'd never been on a plane before, so it was my first experience kind of traveling alone by myself. So kind of just opened the world of like traveling to me, and it really like created an itch that I want to start traveling more. But yeah, it was really great just being a Dota fan and being able to be there in kind of like a historic moment, like the biggest esports event of all time was really, I guess, like a humbling experience. Yeah, it was so much fun. Just seeing the environment that was there. Everyone was so high energy, so excited, so positive, and supportive towards all the players and all the fans. And yeah, it was a really great experience. I don't really have any regrets at all about it.
You made a Mirana cosplay? How was that?
Yeah. I did a Celestial Starlight cosplay, which is a workshop set that was made, and it was my first cosplay kind of working with like armor, which is made out of a plastic material called Warbla or Wonderflex, which is kind of a little bit difficult to work with, but it motivated me to start trying some more intricate cosplays, definitely. So it was my first time really working with those kind of materials, making little pieces of armor and such. So I feel like there's definitely a lot of things I could have improved on, but it was really fun wearing it there and getting to meet some of my viewers at the international. That was super cool.
And you as well made a fight. I saw you in a YouTube video fighting with a boy.
Yeah, I actually someone had approached me and he just said we're doing a little bit of an event with the cosplayers later, like if you come out at this time, which was kind of inconvenient because I think it was during like I can't remember what game it was. I think it was like EG and DK. It was like a game I really wanted to see, and they were like, okay, so meet us outside. So I was like, okay, fine. I came out, and they kind of had us wait around for a while, but then they're like, okay, we're gonna do this like little intricate play fighting, and I had no idea that's what we were going to do, so I was a little bit shocked. I was like, I don't really have a weapon, but I can pretend. Let's put some acting in here. But it was interesting. I guess that was my first experience with live action role playing.
You did something with your hand, I think. You were like arrow. I don't remember what was that. But...
Yeah, I was just trying to mimic arrowing without a bow somehow in whatever expressive way I could.
Many people are asking for Agüita de Coco Part 2. Do you have plans for any other videos?
Part 2, oh man. Maybe in the future. I feel like I should pick a different song maybe, and I should challenge Andrew to it. We should have that kind of like back and forth, because I think that was pretty funny. But yeah, that definitely could happen.
Right now we have a Colombian dance, the Rastastas, so maybe that could be your... Yes.
Okay.
That could be your part 2. Okay, about your cosplaying, you started so long ago, or it was something recent?
No, it's something more recent actually. My sister, she's been into cosplaying for a while now, and I've seen a lot of the pieces that she was doing, and at first it was just kind of something that was in my peripheral. I was like, wow, that's really neat. But then as I started seeing her going to conventions and seeing some of the like really intricate cosplays, hers started getting better and better, and it started really inspiring me to want to try it too. And we had worked together on a couple cosplays. She helped me with my first one that I tried, which was a kind of sad attempt, but you know, my Drow Ranger one, I didn't really know how to sew, but I somehow fashioned like a hood and everything. And then our latest project that we did together, we did the Sailor Scouts, me and 2 of my sisters. I went as Sailor Mars, and my sister Tori was Venus, and my sister Vanessa went as Sailor Moon, but we worked all together on those. And a lot of work, especially when you're doing everything from scratch. And she really helped me along the way, kind of teaching me sort of how to sew and how to do all these accessories and stuff. So it's actually amazingly complicated. Like, it looks like such a simple thing, but when you realize how many hours of work go into making these costumes, it's very, very intricate.
Yeah, and you're a psychology major?
Yes.
What do you think about the stereotype of gamers being slackers, you know?
Well, I think that's just incredibly outdated. I think, you know, there are the cases of gamers that it's like the stereotype, like 40-year-old who's still living in his like mom's basement. Sure, that does exist, but the whole scope of video games has changed so much. It's so much more mainstream now, where it's not just some kind of weird like niche hobby that antisocial people go into. It's regular people who see these amazing like mainstream games that have been created with millions of dollars poured into them, into their creation. And I mean, it's just a whole new outlet of creativity that I think people really appreciate and they like participating in. And I mean, as a gamer myself, I know it's a activity for endless hours of entertainment, and I guess that's where the challenge as a gamer comes to, kind of being able to know your limit and know when to stop and walk away and take a break. But yeah, I don't think that stereotype is necessarily very accurate nowadays, and I think gaming is definitely on the rise and a very, very normal thing now.
I know that you're from Canada. How's Dota 2 or electronic sports in Canada in general?
Dota 2, well, I live in Ottawa. In my city, I don't honestly see that many events for it, which is disappointing. There's actually a very large League of Legends community, which is kind of annoying for me, because so many people I want to talk about Dota 2, and they're like, oh, well, I play League of Legends. I'm like, okay, well, close enough. We can talk on the grounds of playing a MOBA. But, I mean, it would be great if more people in my city played Dota, but I know other cities, bigger metropolitan areas like Toronto, Vancouver, have, like, a pretty decent Dota following that's building up. I know some people in the Toronto area who have been organizing tournaments and esports events for the community, just to kind of help the scene grow. And I know it's definitely something that's in the works and strengthening, and hopefully we'll see a lot more in the next few years.
I think you like Peruvian teams. You're a fan of UG. I saw that yesterday. And you went in the drama against Moonmeter, another person that lives in Canada. What happened there?
Oh, sorry, the drama with who?
Moon Meter.
Oh, I wasn't trying to get into drama. I guess I'm kind of one of those people on Twitch, like because I'm a streamer and I get trolled so often, whenever I'm in chat channels, it's like my opportunity to just go and like troll as much as I can. So whenever there's drama or any like hot topics, I definitely like touching on them and putting a little pokes here and there.
Like Bulldog, no? Admiral Bulldog does that a lot in Twitch streams.
Yeah, no, I watch a lot of Twitch streams, definitely. Anywhere from just like tournaments to small streamers that I like to try and support, larger streamers. I just really watching Twitch streams was not something I did a couple years ago, but like once I started getting involved in the community, it's very engrossing, and I definitely find myself just always wanting to kind of check what's going on.
Mm-hmm. I see that you like Dungeons and Dragons. You're a pretty nerdy chick, let me say that.
Yeah, I guess so.
And your family likes cosplay, so you have a very interesting background.
Cosplay a lot. It's actually my family that got me into Dungeons and Dragons too. My father, when I grew up, he was very into it, and me and I have 3 younger sisters. We grew up all playing together. It started off with, we'd have like our little board with hexes, but then we started getting all hardcore about it and getting like the little 3D figures and hand painting them and creating our own like terraces and terrains to like war upon, I guess. So yeah, it's definitely a hobby. We probably have quite a net worth of miniatures and fake terrains in my basement right now.
That will be interesting.
It's kind of odd thing, but yes.
Soon, the Asia is coming to Peru. Would you like to come to Peru? If there is there any opportunity? Maybe someone can call you, pay your tickets. Could you come to Peru?
I mean, like if a big opportunity does arise, I mean, I definitely wouldn't be opposed to it. I definitely want to start traveling more, and if I did have some kind of opportunity to go for something stream related, I definitely would consider it. I mean, it's just such an amazing community that you guys have, especially in the Dota community, and it's so up and coming and it's growing at such a fast rate. It's kind of amazing to see, and I feel so blessed that so many people from Peru are supporting me, and it makes me really happy.
I told you before that you're like a pop star for the Dota players in Peru.
Which is going to show like how much the world has changed, where gaming is that big now that like just playing a video game actually means something now. It's really neat.
Exactly. What can you say to your Peruvian fans? You have an opportunity to tell something to them.
I guess just thank you so much for all of your support. You guys have been a community that I was not very acquainted with in the beginning, but I've gotten to know you guys all so well, and you're like, I have so many Peru fans that are so supportive, and it just never stops to blow me away how passionate and how much they really care about the game and how much they want to support Dota streamers. And it's really, I can't tell you guys how thankful I am to you for everything that you've done and all the love and kind words that you've shared with me. It really means the world to me.
Well, you're gonna do the Ice Bucket Challenge, so I ask you to challenge Smash to do the challenge as well.
Smash? Do you think he would actually do it? I will challenge him. I hope he does.
If not, he has to donate, so everyone wins.
Yeah, that's definitely, he's definitely on my hit list now.
Okay, Asia. It was a blast to have you here. I hope that we can chat sooner.
Yeah.
And if you come to Peru, we'll be there. So I hope to...
Well, maybe I will see you one day, Albert. I really hope so.
Well, it can happen. So thank you very much, Asia.
Thank you very much.
Oh, it's Asia Amore because we have Spanish. In Spanish, it will be Asia Amore. I think in English is Asia Amore.
Yeah, just Asia Amore. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like a subject very distant. There is a porn star, a Peruvian porn star called Alexis Amore. She's very famous in United States.
Oh boy. Yeah, never knew she existed, but now I do.
Yeah, yeah. Many people made the connection in the beginning, so it was kind of funny.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. With that, Tough, I love you, Aisha. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.